but they still kept it. So I brought up drugs and not a way to do them. So this channel is not for drugs, or this is not expressing us to do drugs. This is a way how to get off of drugs, how to get off of pharmaceuticals, how to get off of opioids, how to get off of food, eating McDonald's and acidic food. People that are drugs that you don't realize that you hang out with are a drug, and they like Dracula, they're sucking your frequency. So this channel, or this synopsis, this explanation and experience of speaking about chakruna, speaking about Yahé and entheogens and an etheric realm, and then also from the quantum realm, is that people went up to places or worked with different militias or different sources within the military, within, gangs or whatever we call them, to produce stuff to destroy our communities. So let's say like Jay-Z, he has music, he went and got a lot of cocaine and sold it, right? Still probably destroys our community. Same thing with P. Diddy or other people like Rick Ross, right? Or Big Meech, destroyed the community and didn't know what they were doing because they were on a programming from the quantum field. So I'm not saying anything about 50 Cent or Yayo or people like from Blue Magic that, had the big dope epidemic running around, the opioids and the stuff that we're going through now with the Tusi and the fentanyl. And this is not a channel to do it. This is denouncing that. When you keep it pure, our body autonomically already calls for certain herbs 500,000 years. So 500,000 years they had the mambio, the coca plant. They never took it and synthesized it until these people started synthesizing it and shutting off your main organs. So what I wanted to bring up tonight in this equation, right, in this theory in etheric and quantum leaping, and then also bringing up chakruna, Yahé, and also versus medicine and pharmaceuticals and over-the-counter drugs. We're denouncing that. We don't want people to do that. We want people to stay pure on the the natural neurotropics, and understand that if your body was calling for certain of these inhibitors, if you were getting it like gasoline, you were addicted like a drug to go get gasoline from the car store for your mortgage, to fill your house with the Freon, another gas, fluoride in the water, fluorescent light gas coming out. So you have gas and electricity coming out in your what I call these places are like Nazi chambers. You know what I'm saying? These are like what do you call it? Gas chambers, So because there's a lot of gases here. Hemp could make a car. Hemp could make fuel. Hemp can make your house. You don't need sheetrock. Hemp, right? Hemp, I don't know if it's a neurotropic. It does have cannabinoids and other stuff in it. It changes the resonance and the frequency beyond the quantum field, and it gets you to the etheric realm. Rats, roaches do not like hemp. Hemp does not mold. Hemp does not burn. Hemp, Henry Ford, Nikola Tesla, etheric realm, was getting you out of the quantum field. So that is exactly how you know if the quantum field is okay. Obviously, the quantum field is tied to the hexahedron for a reason. Black rock, 95% of black rock owns the whole mortgages and the whole land, right? Beneath your feet that we pay mortgages or taxes on. This takes you out of that state of mind because now synthetically, you don't have that going around. You have pure entheogens, pure neurotropic plants being inhibited inside of the alchemical etheric body, changing people from thinking these ways and now learning how to go and get these herbs. And that's what we're saying here on this channel, is that we understand or understand or overstand that quantum field being tied with the drugs, with the cell phones. We had cell phones that were 100% cellular, that it did not have EMF rays messing with us. Even our antenna, you're a cell phone, cellular, cell phone, cells, ET phone home in your body. But because people have went to the militia, people have went to the churches, people have went to the McDonald's or the corporations, and they've put a whole bunch of hexahedron quantum field away from your quantum leap to the etheric realm. When you channel with entheogens, or you channel the etheric realm, and you channel with Shu, you channel with Ma'at, kinetic hermetics, you channel with the Amazon, the Congos, and people of like-minded ideas, that is when you know you're in the etheric realm. So if you're not having plant-based living, and you don't have an alkaline live it, or you're not learning how to do it, something has your mind extracted in your DNA and you're being usurped. So by saying this in a kind, light manner is, if you look back to everything that was spoken about, there's so many keys of information that right now you might not get it, but 10 cycles down the line, you could download right here from this channel, or from this homeo spaceship, this homeostasis, is how to see the unseen, how to be etheric, how to still be here and be in your first eye. Geometry, geometrically, circuitry, kinetically connected to Ma'at 42 laws, 7 hermetic principles, working with the plants, inscribing this information. So yes, tonight we had to unveil from the quantum field to the etheric realm how we were usurped by some of our people in our communities with all these drugs, all of these plutonium, gasoline, food. So I don't want people to think that they cannot say that they've been through life and got addicted to something, whether it was scrolling, whether it was too many Twinkies, whether it was too many shots of Demerol, or doing dope. We're denouncing that. Anybody that was doing cocaine or crack or certain things, we have exact compounds to cleanse and regenerate the body. Anybody is scrolling too much on the TV, obese. They want to get rid of that parasitical frequency out of their body. ET phone home, answer the phone to mama, big mama. So we had to bring the compilation of the quantum field from the etheric realm to stand in the middle, be of them, but learn that only so many people or so many beings, not the invaders that are able to invade the quantum field and have you all neurologically out of your body, is the etheric realm using the neurotropic plants and the ceremonies that are to come. That's where I'm going to touch topic on. We spoke about a lot of this in a very fine way. I think it was able to be broken down in a way where we can express the etheric realm being tied to the drug, and also the hexahedron, black rock, and then now your etheric realm, the plants, the neurotropics, having its own communication with the alchemical bioatomic makeup and homeostasis of the body, and how we're having different ceremonies here in Brooklyn, New York. Dominican Republic, we have land. We have land in Puerto Rico. We have land in Colombia, in the Amazonia. We have land all over the realm when you learn that the land is underneath your feet. And your body is not just tied to the hexahedron, the quantum holographic universe. This is now taking you to a new level, being with this channel, or not just with this channel, You can explore other people that are doing work like this. This is not like, yo, only come here. I'm saying that for some strange reason, the medicine landed on in my hands. You know, I asked for certain things to speak about crystalline and manifesting. All right. So add a Q&A sticker. How do I do that? All right, word. Okay. Boom. All right. Food that tastes like childhood. All right, let's do it. Yes. So speaking about these plants, right, is now we're able to have a ceremony, right? So we are able to do private sessions of chakruna or just rape. Not everybody's ready for chakruna. Some people just might want to have a cubanito. Some people might want to just have rape. Some people just want to, get stimulated naturally, not simulated, and have vitamin C, vitamin E, B12, B6. Some people want to clean out just their respiratory with the chingagua. Some people want to just clean out the eyes with the sananga, their brain, their nose, their eyesight. Some people just want to get rid of certain parasites within the body and build. And this one, the chakruna, the yahe, it does it all. So this right here, respectfully, this one cleanses out the whole biofield. So for personal, private ceremonies, contact, kinetically. And then not only that, we're going to be having ceremonies around here. People that have space, we have space in different Pennsylvania, different places that sooner or later, you're going to see what we learn when we have the herbs is we don't have to be wrapped up in time. We can create and facilitate a portal, open up a portal that is aligned. So right now we are aligning a ceremony from Puerto Rico or in New York for the solstice and also the equinoxes. So for the equinoxes and the solstice, be on the lookout. And also, especially coming up in July, we'll have a place and we will be doing sacred medicine. We will be opening up a portal. We will have the drums. We will have the sacred icaros. We will have the medicine by the graces of the cosmos. All right, so we're giving thanks and we're going to just leave it right here, right now. Some people joined us. I had to do 2 different episodes because once I started speaking and touching on different subjects, it kind of threw me off. So I had to still continue, what I was channeling and still speaking on this channel right now. So if anybody needs to see the next channel and get familiar with that first, I brought up a lot of great inquisitive information that is just unlocking in the etheric realm by speaking. So I want to speak on that too. If your body is etheric, right, and you're not just in the quantum field, there's a certain radiation and fragrance that you give off to the agents, how you dodge, like Neo, is that people might look at you a little bit different because you got this glow about you, you operating on an etheric frequency, and that might push people away too. So I want to close with this. You might be doing such great things in that time, and you might be like, why isn't that person? What is that person? How come they not answer? How come this? That is the exact time you know that you don't need no likes. You don't need to be next to certain people because certain people are just not ready for where you are at that moment in that non-linear time. Some people are still gathering non-linear and linear time and trying to focus it all in one cubic geometric ley line, and the time is now. The time is for you, what you design, what you really do in life, that really primordially shows and grows. So make yourself of value. Don't think you have to wait on everyone to do what you need to be doing in the etheric realm. If you're speaking from the etheric realm and other people are still in the quantum field, you're able to go into the quantum field but stay in the etheric realm. That's how you know that you quantum leaped. Right now, if there's certain places that you can't go to, or certain things that are not aligned and measured together in that acclimation, that type of activation and portal, that tells you right then and there that you are in the now. You need to continue to grow and do what you need to do, because no one else is going to do what you need to do. Did y'all get that? So continue to make yourself of value. Continue to align with the people when it's the time to align. Because not everything has to be rushed. Some things, and nothing should be rushed. You should learn to let it unveil. I thought it would have took me 10 years from now or 10 cycles from now by the time I could learn how to utilize this. For some strange reason, I made a call and the hawk answered, and obviously the time is now. So with that being said, I want to give thanks and reverence. I want to play an Ikaro. So we're going to play an Ikaro. I'm going to have some mambe. So, you know, I got 10 people on here. Oh, shit. It went from 0 to 10. I don't know. You know, I'm about to do an Ikaro. If I could answer questions on this thing, how do I answer questions? Why don't I learn how to use this AI better? I think because I'm not on the computer. When I get on the computer, I promise you, I will answer questions much better, okay? But I want to play an Ikaro. I'm going to take some Mambio and play the Ikaro because I want to let the etheric frequency speak. Sometimes we don't realize that certain things don't have to be said when the universe is changing. So first, I must play this one because I think it's a must. I think it's a must. Okay. All right. So you know what? Let's go to my channel. Change to my channel, so we ain't gotta deal with no ads. Okay. So let's get it. Okay. So first, let's do the Cuatro Guerreros. I think this music is so beautiful. I've been downloaded with some of these. I've been getting downloaded with different music. Has anybody been going through a new reset? Has your electric or quantum field been glitching? Because lately I've just been being download new music. Everything's been kind of glitching, and yet it's all working in symbiotic community. So yo, we bring in the orishas to our ceremonies. I don't know if people feel about that. All right. So also the curanderos. So the curanderos, original ayahuasca chacruna music. Whoa. Yo sí. Yeah, we just playing out some music for our ancestors right now. I spoke a lot in this thing, you know. As much as I would like to continue and go off, I think I really broke it down in that type of realm, because when we speaking too much, you won't get caught up in the. So I'm learning now, speak, get on topic, be directed, be guidance, and that's it. Boom, now I gotta get back to business. This is original Ikaros. This is what we play when we are in sacred ceremony. And this is what we sing. I want to put more mambo in here. We would spread mambo as a spiritual friend. So alkaloid, so potent. So when you're doing these rituals, Wakatanga, Hakari. We don't want to expose everything. What we do in the fire, when we do it. But also exposure is happening in real time as far as what's happening with the universe and how it is changing mentally. Because a particle of you, look, let me say this. Let's say a particle of you got out of the quantum field and you went and you got some natural stuff. When you were changing your body, you didn't even realize that your body is the cosmic universe. So when you changed a piece of your body, maybe a hurricane came, maybe the sun came out, maybe you pushed and the volcano blew because you, yourself, not me, I'm saying something that you were doing in the earth plane helped all of us out. So you yourself can change the universe from within. And ask God himself that, because what did God say? Or not dear God? But not only did God say that, what did God say? Know thyself. Go inside thyself. And clean the self from within. Hey ya, hey ya, hey. Yeah, we're gonna. This is not for. This ain't like Jay-Z channel. We don't want to tell y'all the real stuff that's going on. Right here, this channel, we've been guided by the ancestors to guide this type of information. So be grateful to the people that are taking the risk right now, because they might not be here tomorrow. Nobody's promised till tomorrow, not even myself. The things that I learned that I do, I go around other people, and this is not the cool kids club. People are not gonna like you, or entities. I would not recommend this for everyone. If you're ready like a warrior, yeah, do what you need to do by any means necessary to change your income, to change your biofield. We're not promoting none of this stuff for people to want to do it. We actually doing this because we're doing it ourselves. And it's something that we live by. So for those people, that's why you don't need to have 100,000 ceremonies or with 100 people, because it takes 1, 2 to 5 to 50 to 20 to 10 to one-on-one activating some super intelligence. I got into like my father's mode. He would talk with his hands, and he's very Brooklyn like. I call him the master splinter of the Ninja Turtles, the underworld, and he is. Still got my feathers and whatever else I got. Oh, hold on. Look, I ain't got Ferraris and all that, y'all. Look, I ain't got the fucking Tesla model. Look, I'm gonna just show y'all a little bit of the church. I'm gonna show y'all what plant medicine has done to me. Puerto Rico, we bought some land and guanabanas and fruits in a 4-bedroom place. It's not the biggest spot, but we got our own land. We got some type of dominions. Here is a church, a temple, that we built here in Brooklyn, New York. A selected few, and also that we can do everything digitally now. That we don't need to commune with everybody in your space. You could get on Zoom right now and create a whole new thing. So, to multiple sources of income. Here is a place that we have is, it's in the ground. It's celestial. It's like a celestial portal, right? So here, whoa. Hold on, see the stars just came out. So look, crystalline technology, laser beams technology. There's certain things that you can do in the future that you can do right now because your design. Let me stop. I ain't gonna go all in. But look, check this out. Um, like this is the massage therapy, the homeostasis place. We have books. This is elaborate. They say if you have 1,000 books, you can have tax-free money, right? So not only is this my bookshelf, I have another bookshelf, but these are great esoteric information that you should be learning. And just to say this, right? Um, just to say this like this is, I had to make my mind a place that I can come into that resonates. My ancestors. I didn't realize like what I was doing. Like sometimes you're kind of like in the etheric and the quantum field, and like you gotta get back to work, and I gotta get back to school, and I feel that. And then also it's like, wait, I need also my ancestral space. And this is one of my ancestral spaces that I keep here, um, so I can work with the medicine, and inside my small little kitchen and things like that is I realized that for some strange reason it was preparing me. So I want to continue to say and talk about Chakruna, that there were certain things that I was doing, like maybe an altar or like getting a tent ready. And we're doing stuff sometimes and we don't realize what we're doing all the time. We're like operating in the spirit, coming into the quantum field and the etheric realm, and we're trying to like when the baby's coming out, we're like, oh, do we got enough clothes? Do we got enough? Like that, exactly that, right? So now I feel like all the work that I planted and that I did was for a reason. And why I say that is because Pachamama, Nina Baka, Echante. It teaches you things that you might be chanting and doing because it's preparing you for this season. There's a new season that I can't stop bringing up, y'all. We're in a new time. We're in like a new portal. We're in like a new capsule right now. Not a capsule. We're out of the capsule. Excuse me. And sometimes when things are preparing you for certain things, that you're buying drums or guitars, and you're not buying cars and like toilet paper. When later on, when you stop for a moment, it helps you to realize that you're not the only person that's in control of your body. And not only that, there are other entities around that could be harvesting or harnessing your frequency. And it took me a while to cleanse that field out of me, like, because, I came in, I came into like a drug infested world. No disrespect, like, and to my family, no disrespect, and well, I'll give a little synopsis because I got to on this. I gotta shed some skin right now. All right. Something's telling me to shed some skin. All right, you know what? Fuck it, we gonna shed some skin. Excuse my language. I was born, didn't really know who my father was, and like from like a very church baseline family, very into church and doing things in the what we call the right way. And then my mom, which was definitely from the campo, you know, and I'm gonna give it to y'all live. And with my mom's spirit behind me and with me, okay, because I don't want to get beat up in the spirit world. She come at me, she be like, "Pow!" I'll be like, "Okay, mama, hold on." Is that I watched what they were doing to the woman. Like, I had my mom, and I seen the system that she had to be in, right? And I said, what am I going to do to recalibrate this system that I came from, the campo, and then also like a kind of a drug infested world? And not just saying drugs only, but like different foods that we ate, churches, buildings that we were in, gas chambers. Is I seen stuff at a different level because of this. And I guess things that you go through in life, you don't get to realize until later on what you're meant to go through, because some of them hardships that you went through was because of who you are destined to be. So I'm really going to leave it there, because in one of my communications with myself, I will be revealing things of what got me here, really, like Dr. Zebi, what I was dealing with, big up to Dr. Zebi, y'all. Um, really big up to Dr. Zebi. I will bow down and give grace to my brother. You know, they put you in the freezer. They don't really kill you guys. So if I ever get disappeared, I'm etheric, man. I think people that do this type of work, like Dr. Zebi, I think when they finally really realize that they're etheric, that's when they start to have that bop on their shoulder, and may the forces be with us, because anyone is not promised tomorrow. And working with this chakruna, working with this ancestral information, um, I didn't even realize how much I was embodying it. I didn't imagine how addicted I was to becoming conscious, to um, knowing myself. I think when I didn't have a father, that's one of the reasons why I wanted to know myself the most, is because I knew my father wasn't my father. So I wanted to know why is that happening to our children? Why are our children being raped, trafficked, and nobody is saying anything? why are we having these death tolls and no one is saying anything? Nobody's doing anything about it. And I said, yo, I don't really want to live on Earth. I want to be, I want to visit Earth, and I'm not from the Earth. Um, but I want to experience Earth. And then it came to me that I want to experience heaven on Earth. And if I couldn't experience heaven on Earth, I would have left a long time ago, probably. Maybe OD, jumped off a bridge, or maybe shot myself. But denouncing this, don't do this, don't think about it. This is just thoughts running through the mind. Are they our thoughts? Back to Chacruna is Taita Saulo. Big up to Jenny and Alejandro, Taita Aska. Is they said that you have these thoughts that are really not your thoughts. And when you realize that the brain sometimes gets hijacked, psyche, and you thought like you wanted to kill or do these things to these women or these nasty things that people are doing. You think it's them, but it ain't really them. It's like these invaders that are hijacking their cellular structure, and you learn this stuff. And when you go deep diving inside of books and you can't stop reading at night, and you'll do like 4 or 5 hours of just reading and then telekinesis reading, having 20 different books that are next to you that are like, they're coming through the etheric realm. You don't even gotta read truly all the books, which you should. And if you do, you read them like, I think I read Emerald Tablets, Billy Carlson's book, like 14 times. I read this Kabbalah about 2 times. Some books is meant for that specific time, and it downloads you from just having it around you. I don't know if anybody ever experienced this type of talk that we talking in the etheric realm, that you pick up certain waves that are not from you. You know that they're not of you. Certain thoughts that are in people, you're like, yo, that is not that person. That he been watching PlayStation, Grand Theft Auto. He been listening to Jay-Z. He been watching Kim Kardashians. That is that. So I want y'all to realize that people are on fentanyl, not just in the physical realm. They're on drugs because they think who they are, and they don't realize that they're trying to be someone else. And that's where I want to land, is like, sometimes even our parents or our sisters, our loved ones, even us, are operating from an unknown invader doing what they told you to do. And this time in this season, in these type of times, I want to do a handstand, but I gotta watch the Chacruna, it is all being unveiled to us. And not a lot of people could take that. So now you have the Epstein files being, or you have Michael, you have P. Diddy, Bill, you guy got shot in the neck, the Nick game, Avatar coming out, it came out, Black Panther, it's like the Twin Tower, Iran, it's like, when do you get a moment to tap out of the quantum field and get in the etheric realm? And that's where I want to come now into your consciousness, or to your own conscious, is that when you learn to get out of that realm in Chakruna while you're on it or in your life, you're already processing that methyltryptamine through your brain right now. Serotonin, melatonin. The only way you're alive and breathing right now is because of Yahe Chakruna, because of natural day methyltryptamine in your brain right now. That's the only reason why you're alive right now, in the quantum field, from the etheric field. So this proves to you, like VR, I'm here in the body, but if I take off the glasses, I'm the person that's operating the body that has the VR. And not everybody, once you put the glasses on, you can't take them off. That's why a lot of people don't want to try this. But when you do, and you put the glasses on, now you have back your kinetic connection to who you are, besides those thoughts. besides that quantum field or quantum entanglement that is not of you, that is of the artificial realm, the Satan demonic realm. When you get out of BlackRock and mortgages and start to work with neurotropic plants and start to work from a higher cosmic consciousness, like following the sun cycle, like we're in now, guys. I don't know if you guys know, there was a major shift in consciousness. There's a lot of glitches happening right now, and the only reason why they are happening is because the sun cycle, the matriarch, the mama, is back. Big Mama never left us. She just stayed in the womb. And now she, like Dr. Zebi, knew of a time. Oh, wait, hold on, guys. Dr. Malachi Z. York, an Eshu, a Cristo, a Jesus, is walking. He's doing 122 years in these places. They say not to read his books. Hold on. All right, I had to. Okay, so I had to do this because I don't want to talk about Marcus Garvey and Malcolm X, because to me they're agents, because I travel the ancestral realm. But one guy that I would like to talk about, Dr. Zebi and Malachi Z. York. For some strange reason, every single one of this guy's predictions, including Nibiru or Atlas coming close or aliens or UFOs, is being revealed. So if you ever want to really have a great history, I gotta watch mentioning these names, but Malachi Z. York is truly a great king. And what I want to say, shout out to my niggas, you know, Neguas, my Ethiopian niggas, all right? My young, old, or ancient niggas, right? We from New York. And I'm not going to go into the whole, all right? I'm going to keep it real pleasant here. Is if they were doing medicine like Bobby Hamet, if they had Chokruna, if they had Mambio, if they had Rapen, if they had Chondor, if they had Simos, I think we could even do a ritual to release. Because we're not just thinking of the physical realm here on this channel. We're thinking about a higher realm that when you do these rituals and these sacred calls, right? So let's say we do a sacred call and we invoke something. Be wise what you're invoking because your portal is open. As you're doing these rituals from your left, right side brain hemisphere, you could actually do certain things without moving. And this is where I'll land back after I keep flying, is that a lot of these herbs, neurotropics, ground you. And now the realm starts changing. And you invoked something, but necessarily you didn't have to move. You could have moved in the quantum field, but etherically, you were able to channel and change the cosmos. So free my man Malachi Z. York, because, you know, not only do we could do like what's that, Chapo, or get him from the underground. They have no choice. It's almost like marijuana, right? I want to bring up marijuana and nano silver, nanotechnology, like they're little alien hairs that are falling, dust particles, they're everywhere. And if you're not alkaline, they will attach to the body. They will use you as a server and a processor. So this is a real quantum talk. This is talking real about the quantum field. This stuff is real. And now an etheric realm is now we can, we can get rid of that, because the central nervous system is able to crystallize, not just manifest. You could manifest so many foreign cars and foreign Louis bags, but you're ripping the universe. And then you could crystallize with an etheric technology, known, scientific, not something that there's no way like I'm arguing with a person or a being that is in the quantum field. There's no way. I can't argue with them because they're still there. One thing that I only can do is show how the etheric realm exists beyond the quantum time and space. Is now, the time that's happening now, you're getting a collapse of time. Epstein files, volcanoes, 600 meters, they're finding ancient reservoirs, they're ancient places. Dodecahedron, hexahedron, Terrence Howard, centrifugal flow. I'm gonna stay there because I feel like this is a great place now to let it go by itself. Have you ever watched a channel and then you watch stuff unfold? I gotta close it on this, right? This is so important. You can make a channel right now and they will go in the universe right now, change history in real time because you've hit a kinetic connecting field and you're starting to vibrate. So they'll change history. They'll rewrite history because a person like a person just like you that has tons of information, either letting certain things out or keeping it inside, you're changing your mind from within so they don't have no choice but to try to tell you about Wakanda, Avatar. They trying to speed you up to certain things that you ain't never heard about. Chernobyl and using mushrooms to get away, nuclear technology. You didn't learn that Africanos is a conquistador, Africa. America 1492, the Moorish Empire changed. Amerigo Vespucci or something, right? And you're in a merry-go-round and not learning you're in Ether Utopia. You're in the Amazon right here. That's how you change the cosmic universe, by being present in the now and learning your history. Not his story in the quantum field, but back to the etheric realm, the field that's in your Adinkra codes that's happening now. A lot of people that wrote quantum field books, or let's not even talk about their publishers. A lot of people that wrote a lot of books and said a lot of stuff has to leave the universe because there are other people now revealing something else. So they'll try to keep you in the quantum field because they published so many books that got you out of the quantum field and they didn't understand the etheric field, or they tried to put a quantum leap on an etheric field and call it the quantum field. Well, we could get Fibonacci on you, but let's utilize it correctly. A person just like you could change history in the blink of an eye because now there's a community of development of people that are changing the way they're crystallizing instead of manifesting. So now they're crystallizing real technology, voice, sound, vibration, different resonance, megahertz, geometric megahertz that operate on a different field of array. So think about that after you get off a channel with someone, what they revealed, and then now your whole entire algorithm changes. And not just the algorithm on the quantum field changes, the etheric field shifts in the universe when those etheric beings really speak up. And not just saying that's me, because I'm not even me and I'm nothing and nothing is really existing. Just the now, present mind, present body, Merkaba, and spirit, soul traveling in eternity, bringing heaven to the earth quantum field. So on this synopsis today, we're not doing what they call a hypnosis. This hypnosis that we're doing is to help your kundalini, your serpentine frequency to gather and go to your Osirian particles of your brain. So, not the words I just spoke, but from ionized propulsion, a spaceship. I'm a spaceship. I don't look at other entities as a spaceship. That's me revolving around myself in space while I'm in my ship. So, yeah, if that makes sense to you, right then and there, that's a collapse of time. And that's when the matrix starts to glitch. And we unplug and we plug back in. I'm gonna do this little thing. I do want to do a handstand for y'all. So, yo, look, let me do a handstand for y'all. See what I got on real time. All right, and that's how we closing off with this channel today. Is we're gonna do it in a handstand because as above, so below. Okay, so hold up like a plinth. Okay, and keep that kundalini right. Thank you guys. I'm gonna learn how to really get my internet on where I could do these Q&As. I'm in a time right now, I ain't going nowhere. You know, by the graces of Creador, beyond the Almighty. Respect to Almighty, King of Kings. To our celestial bodies in the etheric realm, it's telling me to stay here in New York. Bring the Amazon here. I don't know if y'all know this. I've been traveling, I've been seeing other people travel. Everybody been leaving New York for dead, because it's a dead place, all right? But I'm very alive, because if we've traveled in the Metuneta, that doesn't exist. And if I stay in this place, New York, Brooklyn, I'm able to harness a frequency. Every time I was leaving, a piece of frequency was leaving with me. I'm here to say to my New Yorkers and to my Brooklynites is that we're here to take back the land. Again, we are here to take the land. We don't have to take it back. It's already ours. I'm going to watch how I speak because archons. We are here to embrace and embody our land. We are here to bioatomically, with our mentalism and our mind, is bring back New York to its riches, Pennsylvania, Philly. That's our land. I don't know if you guys know, Pennsylvania is the real Egypt. And these are not just things that just come to me from just thoughts. I understand that I'm standing on sovereign soil. There's no jungle like the concrete jungle. And I'm gonna learn how to adapt to this jungle and learn how to watch it change before my eyes. Emanate a mentalism in the brain that is able to watch our city unite and bring the Amazon and neurotropic plants here. So I will not be leaving by the graces of the Almighty and graces of the Neteru and Isa, Osiris, and Ma'at, you know, her kinetic hermetics, the Houthi ghosts. I will not be going anywhere until the palm trees and we have neurotropic plants and reservoirs, reservations, and, you know, our land, you know, handed to us. So don't go anywhere, guys, because if you leave, right, let's say you go, you're like, I'm gonna move to North Carolina, Texas, I'm gonna move wherever. Move in the States or move wherever. Wherever you go, you will grow. Right now, the universe at an omnipresence is taking back. It's not taking back, it's nurturing its seeds. So by saying this is saying that you're in sacred land, you're in sacred environment. Learn how to change your environment from within, because that is when you're going to see as above so below, as below so above. Is where like lotuses we can be in the dirt when we have good neurotropic plants, we have great people around us, we have great communities. We actually now could start to tether and terraform, and not just terraform but tether. And terraform is great, that's what's happening now, but a lot of people are scared to unite. Tethering is when we're vibrating on the same frequencia, the same geometric nodes, the same geometry, the same circuitry, not just in the quantum field and understanding. And shout out to my quantum leapers, the etheric realm, when we're able to have and hold space with an etheric frequency. How about this? I'm going to really leave it here. There is something that's going to happen this summer, I think. You know what? I'm gonna say it here live. It's already happening? How about that? The universe is changing, and the minds of the universe are changing. So I don't know what it is, but this sun cycle is changing the perverted inversion that was given to us, that was programmed to us. So to my king Osiris, to I and I King, and not just saying that I'm not of Syrian blood, and I'm from Sirius, and I'm visiting the earth plane, and I'm here to bring the heaven to earth, is that there's something happening under our feet, something that we cannot see in the quantum field, something in the etheric realm. When you have your senses and you have great sense, you can sense with the cosmos beyond just the cosmic universe, you know? You can go back into nothingness, to Hekua. And it is happening right now. So that's why I'm saying there's no point to run away and go anywhere, because right now we're being sacredly guided to stand still, to stand firm, hold position, and grow where you are and learn how to grow. Ashe. And I'm going to leave it right there. You know, as you traveling, wherever you're going, anywhere you're going, you're already home in your body, in your temple. So it's time to stay put and grow and start to build from where you are. All that traveling, all of that other stuff, I'm done with that lifestyle. I'm here to grow this channel. Not only here to grow this channel, I'm here to grow with the Chocoruna. I'm here to help the streets, help the jungle, help the corporate world, help our children, not just our children, but our families. You know, deep depression, people committing suicide. I'm here to assist in the unraveling that. Even if you try to commit suicide, you're just going to come back into this universe, that you can be eternal and bring heaven to earth. So I will be assisting people, I and I, how to bring the heavens to earth. And this is my art, you know, kinetic hermetics. This is Tehuti, you know, thrice great, thrice great. This is the G-host, the genie, the Jedi of his own body, of his own host. Um, Also, we working with the earth, water, wind, and fire, the four horsemen. And we working with the Neteru, the Trinity, you know, over the quantum field, kinetically connected to the quantum field and unveiling the quantum field. So, yes, I definitely want to close out with that and really leave it there. And thanks to the Amazonia, the Chachapayo, the Incas, the Cofana, the Ariwaks, you know, the original tribal name of Ariwak, Taino, Madre Tierra, Chacruna, Yahe, all the curanderos, curanderas, the Taitas, you know, the Mitras, the ones who've really helped me install this in my DNA. And I knew I was coming to reveal this, and sometimes I come in the room and people could feel that it's like, wow, hold on, there's a force to be reckoned with, and I just want to humble that in. I want to learn to channel the egoic lifestyle, or to be humble enough to utilize that frequency in a greater greatness. So I've been working with the chakruna. I have to stay away from lust, or making love. Even making love, 3 days or 2 weeks, 2 cycles before you do the medicine is very important. People, places, and things. So that's why I will be doing a lot more of these lives, and really, working on my software, and recorrecting the malware. So, look forward to seeing your boy, Dehuti. And I'm also looking forward to working with y'all. So I know right now a couple of people visited and things like that, but sometimes we don't realize 9 cycles from now, or maybe 99 cycles from now, or 9 days, or 9 minutes from now, you can change a person's life. Just you alone, being aware and giving somebody a hug, and asking somebody, hey, what's doing, how's your mind, body, and spirit. That could really, we don't want to save anyone. We want to rise, so stay rising, and stay brightening horizons, and not just working on your enterprising, but also that kinetic connection to source, and being of source, and serving for source. So, mama, utilize me as you will, and also for your greatness and your guidance, and to be guided, and having that sacred kinetic connection. Ashe, let me just, before I go off on a tangent